Welcome back to Loeb Stadium for the fourth and final game of the day, Game 12 of the 2017 Colt World Series, a winner's bracket game between the Netherlands and Korea. Alongside Chris Walker, Greg Rakestraw with you. It is the IU Health, Arnett Orthopedics and Sports Medicine pregame show. Thank you so much for joining us. And Chris, this is a Netherlands program that is making their debut at the Colt World Series. They could not have been more impressive. A 10-0 5-inning run rule victory against the Lafayette All-Stars on Friday night.
Yeah, they came out, hit the ball really well, played good defense, and now they're going to get a second crack at it against this South Korea team, and looks like our starting pitcher is a submariner. This is going to be interesting.
Well, for Korea, they have been dramatic in their two victories. 9-8 come from behind victory over Greensboro, North Carolina, opening day on Friday. Then the late game last night, 9-inning victory against Mexico.
That was a fun game to be a part of. The first 4 or 5 innings really were slow, kind of had that feel to a Yankees-Red Sox game, and there was a lot of action for the remainder of the game.
Batting lineup for the visitors from the Netherlands, Chandro Trump, Bryson, and Boersma. Then Collins, Pieternella, Bugling, Anasagari, and Kops and Voss rounding out the lineup for the Netherlands. Again, they scored 10 runs in 5 innings in their lone game on Friday. They were off yesterday. Kwon, Yoon, and Cho, Lee, Na, Jun, and Hyo. Shim is the catcher for South Korea. Our defensive alignment provided by Ivy Tech. And Yoon-Ki Lee is the starting pitcher for Seoul, South Korea. They have used 5 pitchers in their opener on Friday. Nobody threw more than 2 innings. Then yesterday they had 2 pitchers go the distance in terms of the 9. Splitting up with literally a pitcher went 4 1/3, then a pitcher went 4 2/3 as well. Our current weather presented by Tipmont RAMC. Knock on wood, we have dodged the raindrops throughout the course of the day. The forecast was frankly not good today. It was going to be cloudy and cool with showers. It's been cloudy, it's been cool. There's not really been a drop of rain since we began today, some 7 hours ago in terms of our baseball day here at Loeb Stadium. We hope that continues as we're actually starting this game a bit earlier because we've been playing quickly throughout the course of the day.
Well, let's just hope this game here can be played as well as the previous game. But we have had a good weather day. The rain has stayed away so far. Let's get this one in and call it a day.
As far as the schedule for these two teams, again, the winner is off until Tuesday night at 7:30. The winner of this game knows they will be here for the final day of the tournament. The loser will play Mexico in our third game tomorrow, the 7:30 game, in what will be an elimination game. So Chandro Trump will lead things off for the Netherlands. He was 0 for 1, 2 walks and 2 runs scored in the 10-0 victory against the Lafayette All-Stars on Friday night. The Submariner spins that one in for strike number 1. Just off the outside corner, 1-1. Chandro says his favorite team, the Red Sox. Andrew Benintendi, one of his favorite players. Ken Griffey Jr. being the other.
Benny Baseball.
Turns on this one. Even though that ball was breaking in on him with the kind of underhanded spin to it. Couldn't lay off of it.
Yeah, well, you wonder how many Submariners kids at this age will face. See, not very many.
Line drive, center field, base hit. They were tearing the cover off the baseball on Friday night, and through one batter, so far the same for the Netherlands. So Denzel Bryson, the catcher, due up next for the Netherlands. Bryson was 1 for 3 with a run scored on Friday night.
Saw the replay there. Trump just drove that ball right back through the middle. Good piece of hitting.
That one misses high, 1-0 the count. Denzel also lists the Red Sox as his favorite team. But he says his favorite baseball player is Molina. So I don't know if that's Yachty or Izzy or Benji or there's a lot of them. I lose track.
Let's go with Yachty.
He's the one that's active, I believe, these days, and that is a hit by pitch. And there are quickly 2 runners on for the Netherlands. Tyler Boersma now, the second baseman, due up. Boersma 1 for 2 on Friday night with a run scored. And again, in one sense, South Korea's had to use, again, different pitchers at the course tournament. Nobody has thrown more than 4 innings in a single game. They've got a variety of options as compared to the Netherlands, who won Friday, had yesterday off. They used 1 pitcher for 5 innings. That's all they've used in the tournament.
So they're well rested. Nice pitch.
Strike called, 1-1 the count. Two and 1 the count.
And Lee Young-yi, the pitcher, doesn't look too overpowering. But again, if you could pick up the spin and pick up the release point with him going from some submarine, you should be able to hit it.
Almost hit the batter again, 3 and 1. And already there's starting to be some activity in the bullpen for Korea. They kind of had a Johnny Allstaff day on Friday, and they might be preparing for that again today.
That's right.
Hit batsman. Bases are loaded with nobody out. So Darryl Collins, the first baseman, will come to the plate now for the Netherlands. Says the Dodgers are his favorite team. Bryce Harper, his favorite player.
Some kind of player.
Harper homered yesterday at Wrigley Field for the Nationals. And just off the corner, 1-0 the count. Collins was 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in and a walk in Friday night's win.
Two-0 again. South Korea's got to get some outs here, Greg. They're going to get themselves in big trouble here early in the game.
It may be a very short appearance for our starter. 3-0. Lead-off single for Trump, and then back-to-back batters hit by pitches.
Not the start you're looking for.
And that is a walk to score a run. So an RBI for Collins without taking his bat off the shoulder. A very inauspicious debut to this game for Korea. Ruendrik Pieternella is the right fielder. A chance to make this a very big first inning for the Netherlands. And that misses high.
I think we've already seen as many free bases as we saw the entire game in our previous game.
Pieternella says he is a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. That's in for a strike. Lists his favorite players as Aaron Judge and Andrew McCutchen. Pieternella 0 for 3 on Friday night. Popped up, 1-2 the count.
I think he helped him out with that swing there.
I would agree.
The ball was definitely off the plate, a little bit up.
Ground ball, gets through for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold the runner at third. And there's no out. They need to force the issue.
Absolutely.
It is a 2-0 lead for the Netherlands.
He's working station to station, just gets a fastball up. He drives in the 5-6 hole there for a base hit. Keeps the line moving. Gonna warrant a coach's visit here.
So the first 5 batters have all reached. And there was activity virtually immediately in the bullpen for Korea. And the ball is going to be taken after 5 batters. That's it. No outs recorded for the starting pitcher for the team from Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah, that can ruin an ERA.
An Hyo-sang will come on to pitch for Korea. Well, it won't affect his ERA yet. The next out he gets, it'll affect his ERA. It goes as a flat line right now. As we mentioned, Seoul, South Korea has used multiple pitchers in both of their games. Five different pitchers used on Friday, then 2 yesterday. So Sang threw 2 innings in Friday's win against Greensboro. You have 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 2, and he walked 1. So this is not his debut in the tournament. He did not pitch in yesterday's outing. Nolan Bugling, the third baseman, will be the batter he will see. Not surprisingly, he lists his favorite player as a player with Dutch ties, Xander Bogaerts, as his favorite player.
Can really play. We talked about those premier infielders on that Netherlands World Baseball Classic team. He's one of them.
And this is really cool. Nolan says he is named after Nolan Ryan.
Nice. Nice.
And he's wearing his number, 34. This week was the anniversary of Nolan's last great moment in the major leagues, pounding Robin Ventura in the head in the last year of his career in 1993. This one gets away from the catcher. Everybody's going to get 90 free feet. It is now 3-0.
Yeah, that one just got right through the 5-hole of the catcher. Make sure you got to get that glove down. Lead with your glove, get it down, protect the 5-hole so that doesn't happen.
Popped up.
Infield. No, it's not infield fly rule anymore.
No runner at first base, but it is the first out of the inning. A much needed out for Korea. Anna Sagasti now the DH steps to the plate. The Red Sox are clearly a popular team in the Netherlands. Everybody's pretty much said the Red Sox are their team. They said Josh Donaldson is his favorite player.
Oh.
Good job by the catcher. And Shim to block that one.
Thank you.
That one misses high, 2-0 the count.
Just missed.
I saw this and never got to reference it during the game from Mexico, but one of their players listed, when asked about his favorite movie or television show, Leandro says, The Walking Dead. So television shows from the States listed as a favorite show.
Uh-huh.
That's in for a strike. 2-1 the count. He's got great taste, by the way. New season starts in October.
I've never seen an episode. I can honestly say that.
Worth your time. Not maybe viewing for the whole family, but worth your time. 3-1 the count. And Sagasti was 0 for 3 on Friday night. Ground ball should score a run. Shortstop will look to first. He will get the out to make it run number 4 to start this game for the Netherlands. A productive out for Anna Sagasti.
Well said. Productive at bat, ground ball up the middle, shortstop ranges up the middle, makes a nice play, but he does get an RBI.
So
nice job there.
Ball hit that deep in the hole. You're not even thinking about looking at home. You're getting the out early in the game.
That's right.
So Max Copps to the plate. The left fielder. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Pulling of the string. Max says the Angels are his favorite team, and Mike Trout one of his favorite players. Misses high. Asked, you want to go to college? He says yes. If so, where? He says D1.
We had one that said anyone that offers me. We have one that says D1.
They want to give you a scholarship, take it. Asked about his favorite sports. He goes, American football. It's always good to specify. Soccer, baseball, and tennis. Oh. So a well-rounded sports fan is Max.
No kidding.
1-2 the count.
Good pitch.
Strike 3 inside corner. However, the Netherlands spots 4 on the board to start this game. We'll see Korea come to bat when we come back as you're watching the 2017 Colt World Series in ISC. Makes the play in Puerto Rico. The celebration underway. They're the Colt World Series champions. Strike 3 call. Tijuana, Mexico has won the 2016 Colt World Series.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be? I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Already a 4-0 lead for the Netherlands as we head to the home half of the first inning. Korea will come to the bat for the first time in today's game. Let's show you their starting lineup. Na, Lee, and No, the first 3 batters. Shim Jae-young, Kwon Oh-ryun, Ho Chan-min, Shogun Hee, Young Jae-young, and Jeon Ji-woo will be the 9-man batting lineup for Korea. Copps, Trump, and Peter Nella in the outfield. Bugling Voss, Boersma, and Collins. Denzel Bryson is the catcher. Giorgeni Casimiri is the starting pitcher in today's game for the Netherlands. Young man is 16 years old. This is his favorite baseball team, the New York Yankees, and his favorite player, Luis Severino. What you want to see him do if you got a 4-run lead? Throw strikes.
Throw a lot of strikes.
And this is a Korea team that has put up 14 runs in 2 games, so they have found ways to get guys on. They have hit the baseball pretty well. But you don't want to be offering free bases when you're already 4 runs to the good. 1-1 the count.
They're a good baseball team.
Chopper, shortstop Fields, fires, got him. Well done by Voss. Over to Collins, and there's 1 down.
I'll tell you what, playing that position, Mr. Voss has got a good coach to learn from. Like I said before, his coach could really pick it. He comes in, runs through the play. Nice job.
EQ Mean at the plate now for Korea. Third baseman. He is 3 for 5 for the tournament with 4 runs scored. Knee-high fastball for a strike. And again, for those that were with us in an earlier broadcast, the head coach for the Netherlands knows this area quite well. Tell us about it.
Yeah, name's Mike Dersma.
Chopper, fair ball, third baseman.
Nice arm.
Great arm, and there's 2 down. All right, please continue.
His name's Mike Dersma, and I can't remember. Coach Schreiber, former head coach at Purdue, found Mike Dersma, and Dersma played with us, I believe, in '99 and 2000 over at Purdue, and he was a middle infielder. He was a shortstop. He could really pick it. Dersma wasn't really known for his bat, but he made contact and handled the bat very well, but he was known for his glove. He could really play that shortstop position.
O.G. Woo at the plate now for Korea, the DH.
Yeah, Mike then went back home, and I believe he's living in Holland now, but he played some professional ball out there, and he played in 3 World Baseball Classics for the Netherlands, so he had a lot of fun times playing the game of baseball.
Casimiri stumbled off the mound. There's nobody on the base paths. That's not a concern.
That's right.
Would have been a free base if somebody was aboard. No one won the count. It's the DH for Korea, who rips this one down the first base line. That's his 5th hit of the tournament. This one gets all the way to the wall, and it might be 3. Heading towards second. He'll stop there. But a double for Korea, their first hit of this game.
It's a good play by the right fielder, man. He was motoring after that ball in the corner. It gets so deep in that corner, I can't see it from my angle, but right fielder was really hustling in, and he threw a strike into his cutoff man. He was able to keep the runner at second base. In that situation, if you're the base runner, you cannot afford to make the third out at third base, especially when you're already trailing by 4 runs.
Shim Jae-young now at the plate for Korea. He is 2 for 6 for the tournament. That's in for a strike. Dimensions here at Loeb Stadium, 321 down the left field line, 368 to left center, 407 left of center, 355 to right center, and 327 down the right field line. Just off the corner, 1-1 the count. There has been more activity in the bullpen for Korea if needed. Once An-hyo Sang entered the game, they'll throw behind the runner and got him. Pickoff play at second base. We'll finish that thought when we come back. But the third out of this inning recorded by the Netherlands at second base through 1. The Netherlands leading Korea by a score of 4-0. It is the 2017 Colt World Series from Lafayette, Indiana, here on ISC.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting.
I'll eat my share.
That's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfort.
4-0 the Netherlands with a lead over Korea. And alongside Chris Walker, Greg Rakestraw with you, some of the folks from Bay County checking out our fourth and final game of the day. There will be 3 games tomorrow. Consolation game starts us at 2:30. Be the send-home game for both Aruba and Greensboro, North Carolina. Then we'll have 2 elimination games after that. At 5 o'clock, it is Bay County, Michigan versus Raleigh, Louisiana. And then at 7:30 is Mexico versus the team that comes up short in this game. Winner of this game is off until Tuesday night and knows they will be here for the last day of the tournament. So 9-1-2 coming up this time through for the Netherlands. We'll see the shortstop and Mick Voss for the first time. Mick says the Cleveland Indians are his favorite team.
Favorite player is?
And Drelton Simmons, and he makes sure he writes. He's from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. That's why I picked him. Cleveland's got a good shortstop also, but I got to pick my guy.
That's correct.
I respect that, Mick. That one misses high.
So many tremendous young shortstops in the Major League game right now.
Anhyo Sang on for his second inning of work. He faced 3 batters and retired all 3. Only run, if you will, that could be kind of on his watch was the fact there was a pass ball / wild pitch that he authored that scored the 3rd run, and a ground ball that he allowed was the 4th run to score, but all those runs officially charged to today's starter and not to Sang. Well hit the second baseman.
Nice job.
Handles a hop, throws over to first. Look at 4 in a row retired by Anhyo Sang for Korea.
Nice job by the second baseman, Wu, there. That ball took a hop on him, but he squared himself up to make sure he can position his body so he can really see that ball and get a good read on it. Played it well. That last hop, watched it all the way in his glove, made a strong throw over to first base for the first out. Nice job.
So Trump singled and scored last time up. Heard it the second time through the lineup for the Netherlands. That's in for a strike. First time today the lights are on here at Loeb Stadium. We passed 6 o'clock local time. Briefly saw the sun, but frankly that was expected today, that there'd be a lot of clouds. Given the forecast in terms of rain chances and the lack of rain that we've had, we'll happily take today's weather.
Absolutely.
One and 2 the count. Foul ball.
Good breaking ball there. Trump is able to fight it off. He fouls it off his instep. He's going to walk around there and get the feeling back in that leg.
Chandra was asked for his hobbies. He said baseball, wiffle ball, and soccer. A little liner center field. That'll get down for a base hit. He's put both hits in the same exact place. Makes the wide turn at first, but will head back. The leadoff man is now 2 for 2.
It's going to be a good day when you have 2 hits in the first 2 innings when you're a leadoff man. And like you say, Greg, he's pretty consistent. 2 balls driven right back through the box. 2 for 2.
Denzel Bryson hit by a pitch his last time up. He'll come around to score. Good job of blocking that by the catcher. And Shim Jae-young
did a really nice job there. Again, blocked it out in front, kept the ball in front. Base runner's not able to advance. Nice job.
Denzel, the catcher, says he also plays third base and the outfield. That's in for a strike at the knees, 1-1 the count. When asked his favorite movie or TV show, he says the Discovery Channel. He celebrates the entire catalog.
A lot of cool stuff on the Discovery Channel.
Runner goes.
Good jump.
They'll throw down to
Good
shortstop.
throw.
Tag
He's
applied.
out.
No.
Ooh,
Just got in there in time.
good throw.
Close play.
Very close. I don't know if he tagged him.
I think he missed the tag. Agreed.
Yeah.
I think he missed the tag.
And I think the umpire at the end points and tells him exactly why. So that's really good umpiring right there. Talking about being in perfect position. Good job.
Runner in scoring position with one down. Swing and a miss. 2-2. When asked about his favorite subject in school, Denzel says Spanish. Count goes full. Outfield shading slightly towards right here for Bryson. Swing and a miss. They'll have to throw to third or first to get the out there. They do. No further advance for the runner from second. There's two away.
Again, another nice job by Young there behind the plate. Blocks the ball out in front. Does not panic. Watches the runner at second base. Make sure he doesn't advance. Picks up, makes a strong throw to first base to finish the put out. Well done.
So 5 of 6 batters faced by Anhyo Sang has ended in an out for Korea. So this is Boersma, the second baseman. And that's in for a strike. And now that Anhyo Sang has started to find kind of more of the plate, he's frankly getting the benefit of a few more calls now as well.
Exactly.
They'll throw behind
nice
the
job.
runner.
Good idea.
Great job to pick it out of the dirt on both ends, frankly.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But you talked about, back to your previous comment, and we talked about that before. When you're pitching, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt when you're around the zone more frequently. You just do.
Little flare, center field. Center fielder barely has to move. Catch is made, inning is over, and a 0 goes on the board for the Netherlands. Through 1.5 our score. Netherlands 4, Korea nothing. We're back after this on ISC.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're gonna each download a TV show. I'm gonna download it on Xfinity, and you guys are gonna download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're gonna see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living, and the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Four 0 our score. The Netherlands scoring all 4 of those runs in the top half of the first inning. First 5 batters would reach. First 4 would come around to score. So back to the plate for Korea, and lacing this one on the left field line is the cleanup man, the catcher Shim Jae-young. And he was at the plate when No Ji-woo was picked off at second base. So a second chance of taking a look at Kasimi was beneficial for the catcher.
Yes, it was, and you perfectly described it because that ball was laced in the left field.
The last 2 hitters for Korea now have hit it hard. They double
Yes, they
down the
have.
right field line. That one pulled down the left field line. Juan O'Reun now at the plate. The left fielder. He is 0 for 2 so far in the tournament. That one misses high, 1-1 the count. Netherlands able to enjoy a day off yesterday. Winner of this game gets another day off tomorrow. Curveball, a beauty head. The left fielder starting to bail a little bit for Korea.
Yes, he was. We've seen several hitters today over the course of our games have that reaction to some of these good breaking balls.
Set him up inside.
Oh, wow.
Great swing to stay alive. They throw down to second. Ball gets away. Runners will advance. It gets past both outfielders. They'll wave the runner around now, stop him coming to third. The runners at second and third with nobody out, and that's a play where the first baseman is just better off just taking you out at first base.
Absolutely. That's just a situation there. Young baseball player, you're really close to the base. Just take the for sure out. That's a hard throw anyway, and the further that runner gets towards second base, the harder it's going to be to make that throw. So right there, you just go back to base, step on the base, and take the 3 unassisted for the out. But now you're in a situation where you have second and third with no outs.
So a fielder's choice gets the runner to first, and an error on the first baseman advances runners to second and third. Infield will give up an out. Will give up a run for the out as they are playing back behind the base paths. And this is the number 6 hitter and first baseman, Ho Chan Min for Korea. And there has been a flurry of activity in the bullpen for Korea the entire game. And that continues here. Momentary pause as the home plate umpire restocks a few more baseballs. Line drive caught. Yet again, they're hitting it hard. Virtually every time, one down.
Yeah, Greg, you called it. They are all over Casemiro right now. They are just lacing the ball all over the yard. Unfortunately, this one's right to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. But I tell you what, man, if you're Korea, you got to have a glimmer of hope right now because you're seeing the baseball really well at the plate.
Cho Gan-hee now at the plate for Korea. Chase that one up in the zone. Frankly, out of the zone, 0-1. And same alignment for the Netherlands. A ground ball would score a run. Curveball, a beauty.
Yes,
0-2.
I think I'd come back with that because they seem to be really hitting this fastball hard.
Oh, 0-2. Slow number. First baseman will take it himself. Gets the out. Run does score. Korea's on the board. It's 4-1. Runner at third base, but now 2 away.
Gets jammed on a fastball, hits a weak ground ball to the first base, and he runs in, fields it, gets back to the base for in time for the put out.
First baseman is Collins and learns from a mistake from a couple of batters
Yes, he
ago.
did.
Take the out, especially when you're lead. Take the out at
Absolutely.
every opportunity.
Absolutely.
Number 8 hitter now, Yoon Jae-young.
Shot by Bryson, not letting that ball get to the backstop.
Number 8 hitter for Korea, 0 for 3 for the tournament. A couple of strikeouts. This one foul. Count evens up at 1-1.
Just foul. Young just missed himself a 2-bagger.
And Korea played in the late game last night, going to extra innings with Mexico, winning at 5-3. That game wrapped just before midnight local time. Curveball again. Dials it up perfectly. 1-2.
That is without question his best pitch. He throws it on the inside corner, throwing it on the outside part of the plate. It's a really nice pitch.
Stay alive swing. 1-2. Number 9 hitter and Jeongjin Woo is due up next. This one hit towards left field. Left fielder playing shallow. Drifting over towards the line, makes the play, and the inning is over. But Korea gets one back, and we are through 2. The Netherlands leads at 4-1. This winner's bracket game in the Colt World Series here on ISC.
You have enough on your plate. Let McAllister Rentals' wide selection of equipment help. With an extensive equipment selection and experienced people, McAllister Rentals in the Cat Rental Store is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. You know we can help you with the big jobs, from moving dirt to getting you in the air. But did you also know that we can handle your smaller equipment needs with equipment like generators and water pumps? McAllister Rentals has made its mark with locations throughout Indiana and now Michigan. We pride ourselves on our reliable equipment, fast service, and knowledgeable people. Visit us online today or give us a call. McAllister Rentals, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Daily since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe & Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe & Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
Look from center field back towards the right field corner here at Loeb Stadium. 3 years from now, that'll be the view from home plate. They're going to flip the field. Instead of out looking towards the original frozen custard, and Arnie's in the left field line, and the Congress Street United Methodist Church to our right, we'll look back towards the Columbian Park Zoo, as well as the Tropicanoe Cove, the water park located directly behind us. Frankly, it'll be a little bit of a short right field porch, a little more space down the left field line. But this will go to a turf facility. They'll probably start playing soccer here as well. That's part of the plan. Perhaps bring an NPSL or a PDL team in the future that would be a summer collegiate level team, much like the Lafayette Aviators.
What's the problem here? I think they're making him do something with his hair, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, ear guards on his helmet. Okay. There you go.
And that's a player to the first base line, not a coach. He's got to have the ear flaps on.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
That's the reason for the momentary delay.
Safety first.
Collins, Peternella. Bugling will be up for the Netherlands. First baseman saw a couple of plays his way in inning number 1. Or the second inning, I should say. He walked and scored last time up. And this one stays foul. In our results from earlier today, Mexico beat the Lafayette All-Stars 5-1. Crowley, Louisiana beat Hoosier North 12-2. And in the game that just completed, California beat Michigan 2-0.
Very well played baseball game.
Just misses. 1-2 the count. That pitch was close to the zone and pretty straight for 0-2.
Yes, it was.
In the dirt, no chase, 2-2.
Good discipline there to hold off on that by Collins.
Collins was asked his favorite movie or TV show. He went the movie route. He went straight out of Compton. Always interested to see what parts of American culture translate overseas.
No kidding.
This one will tail foul and get to the bullpen. Nice catch made down there. Count remains at 2-2. Collins, the first baseman tonight, also plays some outfield for this team. And the count now goes full.
And that was off the plate.
And as has been the case throughout the game, there has been a constant flurry of activity in the bullpen for Korea. This one also turns foul.
Looks like that jumped just foul.
The young man that's the catcher down there has got all the bases covered. He's warming up the pitcher. He saw that ball heading his way, popped out of the fence, grabbed it, threw it back in, and back to warm up the pitcher. And this one also heading towards the bullpen and towards the batting cages down the first base line. And we're going to need some more baseballs for a home plate umpire. By the way, best of luck tonight to the team that calls this stadium home 30 times over the course of the summer. The Lafayette Aviators making the Prospect League playoffs for the first time. They're playing in Terre Haute as we speak. Line drive gets through for a base hit. Center fielder hustling over. He'll keep it to a single. But the leadoff man is aboard for the second time in 3 innings for the Netherlands.
Nice job by Daryl Collins there. Just drives it right back through the middle. Thought the second base was going to have an opportunity to lay out for that one, but that was just out of his reach there. So the leadoff man is on.
Ruendrik Pieternella. Out of the plate, he singled and had an RBI in his last plate appearance. One of 4 hits so far for the Netherlands. This one line to center field. Center fielder can't make the play. Collins going to be aggressive, going to go for third, and he'll make it.
Wow, that's good base running.
With the throw to third, Pieternella advances on to second.
That is really good base running by both players. I really like the decisiveness by your runner that's now at third base, Collins. He took off right away when that got away from the center fielder. And then when Pieternella saw the throw going to third base, he was able to sneak into second base. So now you have second and third with no outs.
So bugling now at the plate, and second and third, no outs. Infield has no choice. They will all play in here. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, you're in a situation where if you're Korea, you just can't afford to have any more big innings or give up any more runs because, who knows? I mean, they are seeing the ball well, I will say, on offense, but, you're already down 3 runs.
They're also playing way in the outfield as well.
Yep.
Ground ball gets right back up the middle for a base hit. Center fielder was playing so shallow, he's right behind second.
That's right.
So only one runner will score. Runners on the corners, and it's a 5-1 lead for the Netherlands.
He's almost playing that rover position in softball.
You see it sometimes late in the game where you see, 5 infielders,
That's
literally
right.
a guy right behind the pitcher, and go 2 outfielders.
That's right.
That would have been the case for doing it right there, was that base hit.
I'm telling you.
Netherlands looking for a second big inning of this game. Anasagasti now at the plate. Up the middle, they're going to try to turn 2 if given the opportunity. Anasagasti with a ground ball to shortstop his last time up. And an RBI for his efforts. Off the end of the bat. Runner will stay at third. Didn't want to take the chance. Tag is applied. There is one out now. Runner at second base.
Not sure if he applied the tag or if they called him out of the baseline. Either way, it's an out, and the runner at third does not advance. So now you have, one out with runners on second and third.
So Max Kopp's now to the plate. Struck out looking to end the threat in the first. And they go now with runners at second and third. Everybody comes in.
Watch it. Wow.
To say that Kopp's turned on that would be an understatement. One and one the count. This one sent to center field.
Should be deep enough to score a run.
Runner will tag from third. Runner at second will stay put. And your assumption is correct. It's a sacrifice fly and a second run of the inning and a 5-run lead for the Netherlands. Give Kopp's the RBI.
Another good team at bat right there. Giving yourself up. Get a ball up a little bit so you can hit deep enough into the outfield to get yourself an RBI. Nicely done.
So Mick Voss now to the plate. And first time the Netherlands have ever represented the European zone here in the Colt World Series, and man, are they making a first impression.
Yeah, they've been a pretty good representative thus far.
Seen a team from Germany a few years ago make it. The Czech Republic had been here for the last couple of years.
That's right.
This one off the end of the bat foul, 0-2 the count. We saw the Czech Republic have a pretty good team here a couple of years ago.
I would agree. That was they played well. I think they performed a lot better than expected.
Shows you the growth of this game internationally. High hopper.
Ooh.
Off the seam of the infield. Runner will round third and he will score. And that's just a bad luck base hit for Korea. And one more to the good if you're in the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Just ball hits, looks like hits an outer lip and just goes up, and it's going to be tough for him where he's standing. Anyway, even if he fields that cleanly, to throw him out. So I'm with you. I give him a base hit on that.
So Trump, the leadoff man, now up for a third time, and he is 2 for 2 today. Ground ball turns foul. Center fielder has him a bit more shaded to pull it like he has done the first 2 times today. So 4 runs in the first, 3 in the second. In 8 innings played in this tournament, Netherlands have scored 17 times.
It's not supposed to be that easy.
Runner goes. Throw down. Gets to center field, but center fielder backing up the play. No further advance.
I like that decision. I think my old bud, my former teammate in that dugout, I think he knows a little baseball over there. He knows what he's doing. You know, Dersman was always one of those kids that was a student of the game. Smart player, very instinctual.
This one gets away from the catcher. And again, because of the aggressive base running of Voss, he is quickly down to third, despite the fact that did not get that far away from Shim Jae-young.
Yeah, Mike Dersman was not overly fast, but a very good base runner. Did not have a cannon for an arm, but he had what I call a just-in-time arm. Every throw was over there just in time. He was a really slick fielder, put the ball in play. Just a good baseball player.
Pitch misses high. 3-1 the count. And ball 4. In for a strike. My apologies. Full count now. We've been seeing the hitters from Netherlands foul off a lot of pitches.
Yeah, but what we do know for sure so far in this game that Mr. Trump is a tough out. He's going to battle you up there until he can get something he can put a good swing on.
Throw behind the runner. Gets back to the bag in time. Trump is on for a 3rd consecutive inning.
Really nice job by the third baseman down there. Mean to block that ball. Catcher tried to throw behind the base runner at third base, and he threw a one-hopper over there. The third baseman kind of dove and made a stop to keep it on the infield.
So Denzel Bryson now will be the 8th hitter to come to the plate this inning for the Netherlands. So they sent 8 to the plate in the first. They've done it again here in the 3rd. Runner will advance from first to second, but the runner stays at third. Han Hyo Song, the relief pitcher. This is his 3rd inning of work. I wonder if this might be the end of his night, the conclusion of this inning. Pops straight up. Center fielder has a good read on this one. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. Netherlands strands 2, but more importantly, they score 3. And through 2.5, they lead Seoul, South Korea 7-1. As you're watching the 2017 Colt World Series at MTC Sports.
I would like to think of myself as being a specialist in farm insurance because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance. I have crop insurance. I know the importance of carrying high limits of liability. Price is important. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be a main part of my operation and operating costs because I can't afford to have a loss without coverage.
Every business we work with at Haley's has different security needs. As a certified Medico Security Center, we provide the highest quality products with affordable solutions for your business. E-cylinders fit into your existing hardware and are controlled from your computer. Medico Smart Solutions provide options for different employee access levels, patented key control, loss and liability protection. Surveillance cameras protect your employees and your business. Call today for your free business security assessment. Let the professionals at Haley's keep your business safe with locations in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Some of the fans checking out the 4th and final game of the day. Game 12 of the 2017 Colt World Series. Tim Clark, who does such a wonderful job, both kind of in the public-facing view and behind the scenes, making this tournament happen every year. And we are at the halfway point in terms of days of the tournament. We're heading downhill in terms of games left to play. 3 tomorrow, 2 on Tuesday, anywhere between 1 and 3 on Wednesday, depending on how the Tuesday games go.
Get that balloon up in the air so we don't Randy Johnson that balloon.
I'd feel less bad for the balloon than the bird. Curveball almost clipped the batter and then almost broke into the strike zone. That had so much bite on it. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, we were talking about it off air a little bit, Greg. From the looks of it, what I'm seeing now, I mean, the Netherlands team, they're going to be a tough out in this tournament. They play pretty fundamentally sound baseball. They hit it. They picked it up so far. They've pitched it well so far, so we'll see how this game progresses.
Ball's behind 2-0 to John Jin Woo. That's in for a strike. This marks the first trip through the lineup for Seoul, South Korea. Shortstop bobbles. Fields not in time.
And I just jinxed him. I just jinxed Mr. Voss. But I tell you, that's a tough hop. Not getting too many true hops right now at short.
We talked about this throughout our broadcasts on the day, but for this group, again, this is a facility that gets its fair share of work. This is the home field for Lafayette Jeff High School during the spring months and then during the summer. The Lafayette Aviators of the Summer Collegiate Prospect League. Lafayette Post 11 of American Legion Baseball all play here. Of course, all the wear and tear from this tournament. And there's a chance the Aviators play a couple of more games here. They got to win the first round of their playoff battle first. But right now, the bats are starting to wake up a little bit for Korea. There's a leadoff man, and Ah Sung-yup with a single to left field. And now there's runners at first and second with nobody out, and Netherlands starting to get a little bullpen activity if necessary.
Hey, Korea swings the bats. You know, they can really swing it.
Lee Gyu-min, a ground ball to third base his last time up.
Nice job.
Bryson able to block that.
Very nicely done by Mr. Bryson back there behind the plate.
Again. 2-0 the count.
Had to do it again.
Korea trying to claw a few back here in the third. He was taken all the way, hence the reason for showing the bunt. 2-1 the count.
Absolutely. Still a 6-run deficit for the South Korean team. They'd like to put a few tallies on the board this inning.
3-1 the count.
Looked like Kazimier's throwing with some pretty good velocity. That had a good sound when it hit the catcher's glove.
This missed off the corner. And ball 4. And all of a sudden the base is now loaded. An error, a single, and a walk. And the Netherlands have played just one time, had a complete game effort. Their starting pitcher in Terbeek.
Yeah, if I know Mike Durson like I do, I know he's getting a little nervous down there. He doesn't want this inning to kind of unravel on him. Now you have the bases loaded with no outs. You have to find a way to start getting outs.
O.G. Woo now to the plate.
You're back to the middle of the lineup here. 3, 4, 5 coming up.
1-0 the count. A double last time the DH was at the plate. This one off the end of the bat. Shallow center. Center fielder catches. Runner will tag. Throw. Gets through, but no chance to make the play. No further advance. There's an out, but there's also a run for Korea, and the score is 7-2.
I'm going to tell you what happened on that play. Really nicely done by the center fielder here. He gets behind the ball. Originally, I was going to say this ball needs to be thrown to third base to make sure that runner in advance. But because he kept the throw so low, it could have been cut off. The runner at second base could not advance. Very nicely done by the center fielder.
Runners at first and second with one out. Catcher and Shim Jae-young at the plate. Outside corner for a strike. You are right, Chris. He is popping the mitt.
Yeah, he is.
Last time the catcher was up for Korea, he singled and scored in the second, and time is called. Count misses 1-1. All sky high pop up. Third baseman circling in foul territory makes the play. That's a big out for the Netherlands, and there's two down.
Yes, it is. Huge out.
This is a big moment in this game right here. Here the Netherlands and kind of keep South Korea at bay.
If you can get out of this inning with no further damage, that would be a moral victory.
Left fielder and Kwon Ryun at the plate. Up the middle, shortstop makes the play, tosses the second baseman, and the inning is over. So the runs have kind of come in bursts from the Netherlands, just one at a time for Korea. Through three, Netherlands leads 7-2 here on ISC. Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow. And are looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field, he's got Fusich. Look at this one again.
Time will expire and the Gophers will win.
On the board, the North wins 10-7. Welcome back inside the press box here at Loeb Stadium. Greg Rakestraw, Chris Walker with you on ISC. Thank you for joining us all day long. Fourth and final game of the day. Netherlands 7-2, and Chris, and they continue to impress in their first ever appearance in the Colt World Series.
Yes, they have. We've seen them with the bats. They're getting it done with the bats, pitching the ball pretty well. And again, for the most part, they've played really good defense so far in this tournament.
New pitcher in the game for Korea, and they will go to a left-hander for the first time in this game.
See if we can get a number.
I believe it's Cho Gon-hee that is the new pitcher. He had been playing in right field. So that means there's going to be a new player in right in this game. But lefty has been the order of the day, it seems. We saw it from Hoosier North. We saw it from the Lafayette All-Stars. We saw it from Crowley, Louisiana.
A lot of left-handed pitchers in this tournament thus far. I'm not sure about the translation. That might be Steve Lyons in right field right now for Korea. Bit of a readjustment with the trousers going on there for a minute. Oh, man.
Nothing else, we can bring some great 90s references on these broadcasts.
Just funny. I think that was all. Was that at the old Comiskey Park?
That was actually at Old Tiger Stadium. That
Old
was
Tiger
wearing
Stadium?
the old White Sox shoes. I think that was 1990 when
Gotcha.
Psycho Steve Lyons figured, I'll just drop trowel here in first base.
It's just
get some dust out of my pants.
Yeah,
No
it's
big deal.
Interesting that you just completely forgot where he was and just does that. And
Nobody's looking.
Yep.
No Jiu is he was the DH. He has now moved into right field. Now that the pitcher spot is batting for Korea. So Tyler Boersma, now the second baseman, number 3 batter, comes to the plate for the Netherlands. First pitch swinging. Slow roller. That goes right between the wickets of the second baseman. It's been that kind of game for Korea.
That's just interesting because you could see him really dropping down and get under that ball, and then all of a sudden he lifted up unnecessarily and went right under his legs. You see him, he's getting down and he comes up. He anticipated a hop that never happened.
So the first baseman in Collins, who singled and scored last time up. He has scored both times at the plate. Ball gets away from the catcher. That's at least 90, and might have had a chance for more if he had kind of pushed the tempo. Want to know the count. Now 2-0. Activity has ceased currently in both bullpens. That's in for a strike. Wells is 1 for 1 with a couple of runs scored on Friday. So he has yet to be recorded as an out in the tournament.
Good swing.
And this one into shallow center field. It'll fall again. So he has reached base every time he's been to the plate here in the Colt World Series.
Good piece of hitting there, and good, actually, a good deke by the center fielder there. Whereas the runner at second base, you normally want to try to score on that play, but you see the center fielder kind of put his hand up like he's going to catch it, freezes the runner at second base for a second or two, keeps him at third base, and all those runners at first and third with 1 out.
Ruendrick Pieternellen out of the plate for the Netherlands.
Actually, no outs, correct?
Pieternella 2 for 2. Couple of runs scored. He did not get a piece of that, even though he ball down in the dirt. So advancing to second base is Collins. And the pitching has been adventurous for Korea today. 0-1 the count.
It has. Wondering how much that long game last night is lingering for them.
Swing and a miss again down in the dirt. No advance the runners this time. Counted 0-2. The field has to play in here. They've done that a lot in this game. Not close on the 0-2 ball.
Now, Pieternella, you're going to get something to hit right now.
That one, did it hit him?
Or hit him.
Yep. Given the way that ricocheted.
Yep.
Because if it didn't hit him, frankly, a run would have scored. It would have gone to the backstop. Third hit by pitch for a Korean pitcher today. And all of a sudden the bases are loaded now. And when the runs have came from the Netherlands tonight, they have been scored in bunches.
Yes, they have. And they have another opportunity here. As you said, bases loaded, no outs. Here in the top half of the 4th inning.
Third baseman and bugling now to the plate. Singled and scored last time up. Popped up to the shortstop in his first plate appearance. Foul ball. And that one got a piece of the catcher.
Tell you what, if you're bugling, there's a lot of open grass in left center field right now. being a line drive there because the outfielders are playing fairly shallow. You can hit a ball on the line out there, let it roll a little bit, you can be in the money.
Catcher's going to need a minute here. It is a very spacious outfield here at Loeb Stadium. That has always been the case.
A lot of room out there. You're going to play center field here. You better be able to run a little bit.
I think they're going to make a catching change, I think. So they're going to go ahead and make a change behind the plate. So new catcher coming on here for Korea. It will be the young man that was in right field. Noji U. So there will be a new right fielder in this game that will hit in the spot of the catcher, which was the number 4 hitter. So by pulling the catcher out of the game, that also means you just pulled your cleanup hitter out of the game as well.
Yikes.
This is tough to have to come in the middle of the game, and you've got a lefty that's been throwing a lot in the dirt, too.
That's right.
There's our new left fielder in the game. Yang Yi-jun out in right field for Korea. And they have managed to kind of hang around in their previous 2 games and get victories. I'm just trying to stay within striking distance right now. Always going to try to kill time when you're on third base. So bases are loaded. Nobody out, and again, the catcher will come in and kind of mid-count. It's 1-1.
Still a tough situation with the bases loaded, no outs. Young batter, as we said earlier, named after Nolan Ryan.
Ground ball, foul ball. We'll do it all again. We'll count it 1 and 2.
If anything, you don't want to hit it there. Try to use the middle of the field here. Remember, the infield's in, so it opens up the infield for you.
Seven runs on 6 hits so far for the Netherlands. And this one sprayed foul.
See Nolan choked up on the bat here.
First inning, first 5 runners reached. 4 would score for the Netherlands. This one off the glove of the second baseman. Everybody is safe. So a run scores.
Just keep the line moving.
Give an RBI to the third baseman for the Netherlands. And a base hit as well.
See, Wu tried to make the diving attempt. He's able to knock it down and keep it from getting in the outfield. But a run does score, makes it 8-2.
Kim Tae-ho now will enter the game for Korea. Going to replace the second baseman. A couple of miscues for the second baseman in this inning, unfortunately, and they'll go ahead and make a move at second. Will Korea. But the Netherlands, again, first 5 batters reached in the first inning, 4 scored. First 3 batters reached in the third, all 3 of them scored. First 4 batters have now reached in the 4th inning.
Still with no outs.
Anna Sagasti out of the plate for the Netherlands. Trying to stretch this lead even more for the champions of Europe to qualify their way to the Colt World Series. Swing and a miss.
Good swing there.
And a ground ball RBI earlier in this game to Anna Sagasti.
Outfielders are really shallow right now.
That's in for a strike, 0-2. One and two. Anna Sagasti officially 0 for 2 so far in today's game, but does have an RBI for his efforts. He's the DH tonight. Just off the corner.
And it was off the corner.
Yep.
Good call there by home plate umpire Dave Coy.
That's where the catcher was set up. He hit the target.
That's right.
He was out of the zone.
Yes, yes. Whew.
This one hammered but foul.
Just foul. Do it all over again. 2-2 count.
Anna Sagasti was kind of talking to himself, saying, all right, get in front of it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get behind the ball like you did on that pitch.
Yikes.
Almost exactly where he hit the last one. And just a tad behind on a couple of fastballs.
Tell you what, if you're the first baseman over there, be ready.
This one sent towards right field. Right fielder was playing in. This one is over his head. This one should clear the bases. 1 run is scored. Here comes runners 2 and 3. They will throw behind the plate of third. It gets away from the third baseman, making the rounds. Everybody scores. 4 runs on 1 swing. It is a 10-run lead for the Netherlands.
Yeah, I think now everything changes if you're from the Netherlands. Now you're trying to make this a short game. And this ball's just smoked. I just talked about a few pitches ago how shallow the outfielders are. And it's one thing to me to bring your infield in, but to play your outfield so shallow doesn't really make any sense because, I mean, you still have to field the ball. You know, on a ground ball, it's understood because you're going to try to cut the run down at the plate. But there's only so much you can do in the outfield.
For Anna Sagasti, that is 3 runs batted in. And he scores on a triple and then an error that sends him towards home plate. And it is a 10-run game. Again, we got to play 5. There's still the entirety of the 4th and 5th innings that need to be finished. But Korea will go to their 4th pitcher here in the top of the 4th. And the folks from Netherlands must think that baseball's pretty easy at this point.
I was just thinking that, Greg. I mean, they come over here saying, man, how haven't we been in this World Series before? I mean, we come over here, we're taking care of business. But they have looked really impressive thus far. Because I tell you, this South Korean team, I mean, they played some pretty good baseball last night.
They won a pair of games to get to this point, beating Greensboro 9-8. And beating a good team from Mexico 5-3. But the pitching just has not been there today for Korea.
That's right.
This is the second pitcher of the game for South Korea that doesn't get an out. So the starter, and Eun Ki, was 5 batters faced and no outs recorded. An Hyung Song then went for 3 innings and did give up 3 runs. But then the third pitcher of the game, Cho Gan-hee, again faced 5 batters. All of them reached. All of them scored. Now, there were a couple of errors that were involved. And so the second pitcher of the inning, fourth pitcher of the game. I think there's a little bit of a
question about the outs
right
now.
Thought there should be like an out from a home plate umpire, but 5 batters have come to the plate this inning and all of them have scored.
Absolutely. There's no outs. We can help you out really easily up here, fellas.
And Korea had to use 5 pitchers in the opener, as Kim Han-byul now will be the 4th pitcher. I think the officials have gotten the potential outs issue corrected. So Max Kops will come to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly his last time up, the left fielder. We've had a couple of run rule games in the tournament. The Netherlands have one of them. It's the Lafayette All-Stars.
At the end of this half inning. Getting him to say a few things as a coach.
This one misses low and inside. 1-0 the count.
Sheila Clinker.
And make it 2-0. So Aruba was run ruled yesterday by Louisiana. But the Netherlands now have a chance to get to Tuesday having played 10 innings. And the first out of the 4th inning is now recorded. So Mick Voss to the plate.
Routine ground ball right to the second baseman. Fields cleanly, steps and makes a strong throw. First out of the inning.
12 runs on the board for the Netherlands. Korea has hit the ball well. Has not had the number of runners on base that the Netherlands has had.
Very true.
Swing and a miss.
Good swing there by Voss.
One and 2 the count. And this one will head towards the bullpen down the right field line. Count at 1 and 2. Voss singled his last plate appearance. Starting shortstop. Little low, 2 and 2. And our first game tomorrow, the consolation game between Greensboro, North Carolina, and Aruba. That is at 2:30 to be followed by Elimination game between Louisiana and Michigan, followed by Mexico awaiting the team that comes up short in this game. That game is scheduled for 7:30 local time. And a walk.
Again, we've seen it several times today. Walk to the 9-hitter.
In the 4th inning, Chandro Trump will make his 4th plate appearance of the game. And for the 3rd time in this game, Netherlands has sent at least 8 batters to the plate in an inning.
It's pretty wild. 4 plate appearances in 4 innings.
And that's in for a strike. Not exactly much of a lead from Voss down the first base line. Popped up. Center fielder playing shallow, left fielder, and everybody thought everybody else had it. Shortstop had stopped, thinking the left fielder and center fielder would make the play. Trump reaches yet again. And again, because nobody touched the ball, that technically goes down as a hit, but
that will be the cheapest hit he'll probably get in this entire tournament.
But he has reached base all 4 times today.
But when you're an offensive player, looks like a line drive in the scorebook.
You take him.
That's right.
So Bryson will come to the plate as Netherlands bats around here in the top of the 4th inning. High chopper that turns foul. Bryson a fly ball to center field, a strikeout as well as being hit by a pitch in today's game. Once again, rolls over top of that one, counted 0-2.
That's exactly what he did. Just rolled over top of a breaking ball there, trying to do a little too much and take that big swing, and that ball drops right under the barrel of your bat.
Then go after the pitch out of the zone, count it 1-2. Center fielder moves sides of second base from one pitch to the other. Good job of blocking that one by the second catcher of the inning.
Very nice job.
Noji U.
Yeah, this pace is really slowed down, Greg.
Prince and Mohammed starting to head towards the bullpen in case needed for the Netherlands. Strike 3.
Good pitch.
And that is out number 2. So the man that started the inning by reaching on an error on a ground ball to second in Boersma will come to the plate. That's in for a strike.
Good pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1.
When asked about his favorite movie or TV show, Boersma says Field of Dreams.
He's a baseball player.
Strike 2. Boersma has scored twice, has yet to get a base hit tonight. Stay alive swing, sends that down the first base line.
A lot of the hitters from the Netherlands team, when they get 2 strikes, they'll choke up a little bit and make sure they have the maximum amount of barrel control to try to put that ball in play.
Just off the corner.
Just off.
Catcher and first baseman had started making that trot towards the dugout and have to kind of sheepishly go back to their positions. Didn't miss by much. Second baseman slides over, makes the play, and the inning comes to an end. 5 runs score for the Netherlands, and they have a 10-run lead going to the bottom half of the 4th. As you're watching the 2017 Colt World Series on ISC. Makes the play in Puerto Rico. The celebration underway. They're the Colt World Series champions. Strike 3 call. Tijuana, Mexico has won the 2016 Colt World Series.
Can you help me move?
Oh, you know what? I'm stuck at the office.
Hi, I'm moving.
No problem, sir. You can get your Xfinity services installed on the date you choose or have a self-install kit sent to your new home.
Thank you.
Finally get some help moving. Call 1-855-MOVE-EDGE today.
If Usain Bolt represents Xfinity Internet, what happens when we double the speed on 2 of our most popular plans? Meet his twice-as-fast brother, Insane Bolt. Now stream movies and shows twice as fast. Xfinity, the fastest just got faster.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be?
I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Special presentation happening on the field right now. Tell us about it.
Terry Thompson coached the 1977 Colt World Series team and won the tournament. Sheila Klinker down there with him. And Tim Clark making a special presentation and giving special recognition.
New pitcher in this game for the Netherlands.
Wrote a song for the team that she sang at the ring ceremony after the Colt World Series.
That pitcher for the Netherlands is Nick Loos. So going for 3 innings, Casimiri gives up 2 runs. Neither of them were earned.
We just couldn't arrange it quickly enough. So we'll make
Did have a bases on balls.
appreciate the crowd always coming out every year.
And 3 hits in the game as well. Take the kind of the panoramic look around Loeb Stadium tonight.
We told our players that we could get into extra innings, we'd win it all. In the first 2 games, we're against.
Maybe a chance to save Casimiri for a future game, kind of stopping him after 3 innings.
I would agree.
Sheila said, when we win it, she'll sing to us.
That is Stefan Mohammed that is throwing in the bullpen for the Netherlands.
Thanks, Terry, very much. Sheila, would you like to say something?
Good evening, everybody. The Colt World Series is one of our very, very favorite activities in this city. We welcome all the new folks that are here, that are visiting Lafayette. We hope you love it as much as we do. Because we're
And waiting on the presentation to wrap before we get to the bottom of the 4th inning.
his family and all of the wonderful people. And I can remember Terry Thompson playing, so as well as coaching. So we hope you have a wonderful
Of course, this event means a great deal to the folks here in the Lafayette area.
Promised us rain, and we're very fortunate we're going to get through these games today. So have fun, everybody, and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
I apologize, but I do want to say one more thing. I was fortunate enough in 1985, after we won 77, to coach a young man that was a terrific player. Now he's also went on. He was a coach of Hoosier North when they won it, and I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 99 or 2000. Tim Bourdonnais, and now I know he has like 9 state titles or more under his belt as the coach at Lafayette Central Catholic. So it's gone right down. Spider taught me. I had a great privilege of teaching Tim, and he keeps the tradition going.
And Tim Bourdonnais is a beautiful poet. I want everybody to know that baseball coaches are also writing poetry and are very creative. Thank you. We need to know that about Tim. Thank you.
Thank you both very, very much. Let's give him a round of applause.
There's Tim Bourdonnais, the head coach at Lafayette Central Catholic.
Sitting next to Spider Fields there. Terry Bourdonnais, Tim's dad, sitting right in front of him.
And yes, it is jacket weather here in early August.
It is, and that was a lot of wins right there as far as baseball coaches are concerned.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Netherlands. Number 1, Lowe's.
So Lowe's on the mound now for the Netherlands. And he will face the 6, 7, and 8 batters for Korea. And now you kind of play a little bit of the strategic game for Netherlands. This one sent towards the gap. Left fielder and center fielder both have to give chase. This will be a leadoff double for Yo-Chan Min.
It's a good swing there. I actually thought it was going to be caught by the left fielder at first, but he just couldn't get over there. Good piece of hitting. Leadoff double.
You're trying to keep this game as a 5-inning game for the Netherlands to save wear and tear on pitching, but you're also trying to get maybe guys an inning, so to speak, to get them in the feel of pitching here. So this is a first at bat tonight for the pitcher that came in to finish the inning for Seoul, South Korea. This is Kim Han-byul. His first at bat of the evening. And
Good
smacks
swing.
this one towards center field. Center fielder makes the play. Runner was running on the play. And that is a double play. It's been that kind of night for Korea.
Yes, it has been. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Line drive right to the center fielder, and he takes off, and center fielder just throws it right to, let's see who receives this ball, the shortstop, actually the second baseman. So F4 for the, 8-4 for the, to end the, I guess to finish a double play.
Runner had to be thinking either just kind of a brain fade that there were 2 outs, or that ball was going to be over the center fielder's head and just was going on contact.
Wow.
Line drive. These haven't exactly been tappers that Korea's been hitting in this inning.
It's just thinking that. They're not getting cheated. They're getting good aluminum on the baseball right now. Just hitting it right at folks.
Yoon Jae-young at the plate here for Korea. Fly ball to left field his last time up.
Did not hit him. Wow, thought it did.
It's just the second trip through the lineup for Korea as compared to the Netherlands working on their 4th trip through the batting order. And this one sent down the left field line, should reach the bullpen.
And it does. Actually, not quite.
So 1-2 the count. The only inning where Korea sent the minimum number of players to the plate was in the first, and that even included a double where the runner was picked off a second. Second baseman charges in Boersma. Fires over to first. And the bottom half of the fourth is over for Korea. It remains a 10-run game going to the top of the fifth inning. Netherlands coming to bat when we come back. It's the Colt World Series on ISC.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting, because that's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfort.
You see the ad for our friends at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, and there are their products provided by Husqvarna. I felt bad during the course of the basketball season. They kept talking about snowblowers, and snowblowers have not been needed for the last 2 winters around here. There has not been such a problem in terms of grass mowing. You've been mowing grass every 5 or 6 days this summer with the amount of, kind of the perfectly timed amount of rain that we have had throughout the area. And right now, for 6 days, we don't want it to rain, and that's kind of what we've got going on right now.
No, you're right. I have a nice big Husqvarna snowblower. I think it's been used one time in the last 2 years, which I'm not going to complain about. But my Toro lawnmower has been used an awful lot, like you said.
So fifth pitcher of this game is now in for South Korea. They just made some positional moves to move some guys around the diamond. Yo-Chan Min is now the pitcher. He moves from first base. Kim Hyun-byul, that was on the mound, moves to the shortstop position. And Na Sung-yup, who was the shortstop, is now playing first base for Korea. And right now we are in 10-run rule territory. If you're the Netherlands, you're kind of 2 different mindsets here. It is, all right, either kind of get to work quickly and get back on the mound to shut it down, or give yourself a little cushion and tack on a few more runs.
That's right.
4 in the first, 3 in the third, 5 in the fourth. Netherlands trying to ensure the fact they will be here until the final day of the tournament. So Collins, the first baseman, who has reached base all 3 times. He has scored all 3 times tonight.
He's got a double and a single.
His numbers for the tournament are fantastic. That's over for a strike. 1-1 the count. One and 2 the count as he fouls that one back. Collins asked about his favorite sports. Baseball, basketball, and soccer. He got a piece of that, and the catcher couldn't hang on to it, so another look at 1 and 2. Of course, the folks in Indiana know a thing or two about a basketball player from Holland being pretty good. Rick Smits comes to mind. Rick actually still lives in the Indianapolis area. He lives about 40 minutes from here on the northwest side of town in Zionsville. Son currently playing at Valparaiso University, just about an hour or so north of here. Count goes to 3 and 2. Slow roller. Second baseman charges. Makes the play and flips over to first. And the out is recorded 4-3.
Tough play there he made look pretty easy. Got to come run through. Because, again, you don't want to sit back on that ball, give it an opportunity to play you. Watch him just come run right through it. Fields it cleanly. Underhands it over to his first baseman for the first out of the inning.
Pinch hitter coming up here for the Netherlands. We've seen this young man coaching first base for a good chunk of today's game.
Yes, we have. Get the player coach in now.
Sherengelo Mengele. So Mengele to the plate. This is the spot that Peter Nella had been occupying. A couple of base hits, couple of runs scored. And pops this one up behind home plate. Lands on the roof. This is the number 5 spot in the order. This is the right fielder's position for the Netherlands. This one into left center field. Center fielder drifting over and makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Can of corn fly ball for the center fielder. Second out of the inning.
And another pinch hitter coming in here for the Netherlands. Thomas Quakernake will enter the match or enter the game for the Netherlands. Pinch hitting for Nolan Bugling, the third baseman.
Home plate umpire Dave Coy's getting a workout with all the substitutions.
Netherlands have not been retired 1, 2, 3 in an inning in this game. When they've scored in 3 of the 4 previous innings, that makes sense. Put a goose egg on the board in the second. Did have 1 batter each with a single. Count is at 2-0. And this one, left fielder drifting back but has plenty of space. Catch is made, and the Netherlands are retired in order. But Korea's got to score a run to keep this game going. It's 12-2 going to the bottom of the 5th as you're watching the Colt World Series on ISC.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're going to each download a TV show. I'm going to download it on Xfinity, and you guys are going to download it with AT&T Uverse. And we're going to see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
I'm on top of the world and now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Another new pitcher in the game for the Netherlands. Lefty Stefan Mohamed coming into the contest, trying to end this one in run rule fashion, the way that they did against Lafayette on Friday night. Mengele will stay in the game and play in left field. The left fielder in Kops, by the way, will move over to right for the Netherlands. So Loos goes all of 1 inning for the Netherlands. Give up a double, but that runner was And summarily doubled off at second base because of a base running blunder. Mohammed, the lefty, making his tournament debut. 15 years of age. He will face a batter making his first plate appearance. Kim Tae-ho came in at second base in the fourth inning. It's the third game in as many days for Korea. First pitch, swinging, ground ball, diving effort by Collins. Finds Muhammad, who gets to the bag first. And that is a major league level play from 3-1 for out number one.
That is just a tremendous play by the first baseman, who dives, takes a hit away, and flips over to his pitcher, Muhammad, covering. Nice pitcher's fielding practice. That is done very well. I tell you, nice job there.
Young-min now into the contest for Korea, and both coaches trying to get as many of their players into this one as possible. Yep, the leadoff man was 1 for 2 in his plate appearances today. Lefty versus lefty, that's tough, and 0-1 the count.
Yeah, that ball's moving away from that left-handed hitter.
And if you're a guy now with any size in baseball, you want to wear number 99. That is now the thing to do.
Yes, he did.
0-2 the count. I think that was going to be a called strike, even if he didn't offer at it.
I think you're right.
Lee Gyu-min is now the batter on deck. Didn't miss by much on that one.
Good spot. Great spot. I think a good call.
Well, I was low. I agree.
Very good pitch execution, though, by Muhammad. Man, he looks good.
This is the fourth different pitcher that Netherlands have used here in the tournament. Two and two the count.
Yeah, I'm going to say it again. Netherlands, they're going to be a tough out in this tournament. I mean, they seem to have plenty of really good arms. They swing the bats well. They pick the ball up on defense. Good ball club.
Outfield playing stray away here for the pinch hitter. And a swing and a miss. Foul tip back into the glove. And Korea down to a final out. And that was the first strikeout for a pitcher from the Netherlands in this game.
Very odd, but you're right. Again, great command, great pitch execution.
So Lee Gyu-min now will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk in today's game. Ground ball, shortstop, fires over to first, and this game is over. And the Netherlands, in their first appearance in the tournament, know they will be here into the final day. They are off until Tuesday, and they have basically made the semifinals, having played 10 innings and gotten 2 run rule victories. My goodness, they've been good.
They have been really good. Great pitching. We know they can swing the bats. They're scoring a lot of runs since they've been here, and they're picking the ball up on defense. If you can do that, you're going to win the majority of your baseball games.
That sets our broadcast day for tomorrow. A triple header of action. Here are the times. At 2:30, a consolation game between Greensboro, North Carolina, and Aruba. Then we'll have back-to-back elimination games at 5 o'clock tomorrow. It'll be Crowley, Louisiana, taking on Bay County, Michigan. Following that, Seoul, South Korea versus Los Mochis, Mexico. Thank you so much for joining us for Day 3 in games 9 through 12 of the Colt World Series. We're back at it again tomorrow, right here on ISC.